Hello everybody, welcome or welcome back. Paula here with Paula's Imperfect Plans. Today we are doing a check-in, starting our weekly check-in, the first section of it where I'm going to go through non-cash expenses that we have made in the last few days, actually over Black Friday weekend, and make sure that we get the money out of the sinking funds and the variable envelopes that those need to come from. So we'll just go ahead and jump right into it with those expenses. Zoom in a little bit here. So the first expense was $53.49, and a description was some pots and pans that were on sale at a local store that we had for Black Friday. The category that's going to come from is home, and I do need to pay that back with cash. The next one expense is $162.63. Those were boots. I had a sinking fund for boots for quite some time, or had a savings challenge, and I funded that a while back and was just kind of waiting for my husband to decide he was ready, and he went on Black Friday and picked up a pair of boots. I spent $20.32 on something from Clever Fox on Black Friday, and that comes from my allowance, and yes, I need to pay that back. We went Saturday night. We have a there's lights all up at our park, and so they had like horse and carriage rides that take you through the path on the park, and so it was late when we were done, and we just we just drove through McDonald's because I was tired. My kids were tired. That was the biggest thing. And then we went to I went to Hy-Vee. I ran to Hy-Vee today. We needed to get, so it's $25.56. I already divided up the amounts of which was from which. This was for my husband's coffee creamer, which our local store says they cannot get, but I can still get it at Hy-Vee. So that's going to come from grocery. And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not actually sure that I have the grocery cash anywhere near me to be able to pay that back currently. So I'll have to go find that. $21.70 of the purchase is coming from drinks. Bought my husband a bottle of the peach whiskey that he drinks, and they had it on sale, so that's cool. And then the last portion of it, and I don't know what category this is coming from yet, we'll have to get into our variable envelopes and see. He requested Hy-Vee sushi. Definitely not like super fresh sushi, but it was okay sushi. And so I got us each a container of that, so that will need to be paid back from somewhere once I decide. And then I did make an online purchase, and I don't know the cents. It's 55 and change, so I'm just rounding up here because I would round up anyway. I bought, my son has a church-related event coming up in the spring that he's going to need a nice outfit for, so it's like a 4-piece kids suit outfit and dress shoes. Dress clothes, because it was a Black Friday type sale. I figured it was an okay time to do that, so that's going to come out of our kids envelope, and that will need paid back to the bank. So that is all that we have here. So let me add that up. So we will 54 plus 163 plus So if I do round up on all of them, that will be $379 that I need. So we'll jump into cash here in a second. Let me zoom you out. All right. I had to go and hunt down the grocery cash, which luckily was in the house, because typically it is not. I think he's got his own secret hiding space that he keeps. I still have not taken my other cash to the bank. I need to get that together. Get my life together in that capacity. Okay. here we are. So let's jump in and see where we're taking these from. Let's first do, out of my allowance, I need 21. I'll start by taking a 20. Actually, I could start with, I'll actually start with eating out. And out of eating out, I need 26, potentially 10. Okay, so 26 out of eating out. And I'll just take that 20 out of spending for right now, and the other dollar I'm certain will be able to be covered with the rounding, so we'll just go with that for right now. So we have, so I did the 26 from eating out, and I did the 21 from my allowance. Then we have 22 is what I should have from drinks. 22, which means I still have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 in there. Okay, so drinks is covered. I know I don't have enough to make change yet for groceries, so let's hop into our sinking funds. Kids, 56. 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 56. Okay, out of home, 56 out of kids. Out of home, I need 53, so $54. 20, 40, 50, 55, and I'll take one back. So in home now I have 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. So home is now paid back. Let's jump into boots. I know that's in here somewhere. Shoved in the back because I haven't looked at it in a while. Okay. I just had my fully funded card. So what did I say? 163. 20, 40, 60, 81. 20, 40, 60. So 70, which means I need 5, 6, and 7 back into that sinking fund for that change, which leaves 20, 30, 35, 37 in boots to figure out what to, either to replace it or just to start slowly saving for boots again, although his boots last quite a while, so I don't know that we need to save it for quite that long. So let's now hop into groceries. So we needed 26 from groceries, which means I need 74 back. Or no, that 100 stays in there, goodness sakes. I need to put this 100 in, and then I need to take 74. 20, 40, 60. 70. We'll just take 75 back. No need to mess with that. So 20, 40, 60, 85. So 185 is still left in groceries. And then, oh, I was going to decide where I was going to take sushi from. So I didn't use those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, I'm going to put this in challenges. Okay, I'm just going to take the 10. I'm going to take 10 from groceries to cover 10 of the and $1 from eating out, and then I'm going to put the other 2 eating out dollars that we had. I'm just going to set those aside because $2 for eating out isn't going to go very far, so might as well set that aside. So I think that should cover everything. I might be a couple dollars short because there were a couple things that I didn't have the right change for, so I just didn't round up on it. But I think 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75, 76, 77. They're supposed to have 379, and I ended up rounding down on this one and groceries. So that would be the $2 that are different there. So that's also going to go into my bank envelope, which I said I still haven't put everything in there that I need to. I just haven't remembered to put the money together when I have been in town. It's just kind of a busy holiday weekend, and so I do need to get through the bank and get this cash in there. So we'll get there. But yeah, that all needs to go back to the bank, and that is all that I have for this check-in. So, or for this, at least the first part of it. So see you in a minute for part 2.
And here is the next part of our, or the final part of our check-in for this week. We have just a few more things to add. I typically don't have to come on here and share overspending because I've not been overspending, but that is a change for today. Yeah, so let's just get into it. So first of all, we have an expense $29.42. That was a purchase from our local grocery store, though I believe it was drinks that it was actually drinks, but I don't have drink money to put at it, so we'll have to figure out what category we're going to take that from. And then we had $3.21 that I have no idea. It says it's a Paramount Plus subscription. I don't have a Paramount Plus subscription. Like, I didn't purchase that subscription. I don't know if a kid accidentally hit it. It wouldn't, usually if you accidentally do something, it'll let you undo it, or, because I caught it right away. So I'm not really sure what happened, but so for the next 30 days, we have Paramount Plus. So I'm going to be watching everything on Paramount Plus since I paid for it. Don't know what category that's coming from. Actually, it's probably going to come from home. And then $8.55, it was something for the garage. I don't even remember what he said. Expand-a-foam or something like that. So that is going to come out of our garage envelope. And then the final thing is it was $44.36. There was an event. I had purchased a ticket to it. It was a Faith in 4-Letter Words, which is a podcast with Tara Thomas and Amanda Goodman, who are former news anchors and have moved on to different things in their life. Anyway, they put on a show fairly local to me, and so I went to that. And it was at our country club, and that was my bill. However, the problem is that I don't think that includes tip, but that's all that's pending on my card right now. And so if there is a tip added to that, I'm going to have to deal with it later because I want to get this money paid back today, because I know that it's I know that it needs to be paid back. So I want to get it out of there as we are coming up to the end of the week and the end of the pay period. So that's also going to come from a variety of categories, and I'm just going to see when we get in there where it comes from, because I know that I don't have it. And that's why, so cash spending, I typically do okay, staying on budget, But I would have done a lot better if I had gone into the country club with cash last night. It's a lot easier because they take your card, they start a tab, and they keep the card. And then they just charge your card, and you go out and close up your tab at the end of the night. The problem is if I don't see the cash leaving my hand, I don't always know where, you know, how that's going to shake out and how much, yeah, which is fine. I think I had like $50 in a couple envelopes that I figured I could use, but I don't think that this includes my tips. So now I'm a little uncertain what to do about that. But we'll start with the one that we know, and that's garage, and that's $9. So I'm in the garage sinking fund. I guess you'll just have to believe me because I didn't show you. 6, 7, 8, 9. Out of there, I will put this back in my garage envelope. And then, all right, so just move my coffee out of the way there. Garage, that's done. The Paramount Plus will go into home, I guess, to check on that. And I said that was $3.21, so $4 we will take for that. Okay, so that is done. Now we're going to jump into our variable envelopes because this is where it gets tricky. This was not a budgeted expense. I wasn't planning on it. My husband spent it. Okay, so $44.36 is, or so $45 for the country club. I know that I have $30 in my spending. And I also have $20 in family fun. So that is, that leaves me what, 6? 5, if I round up. So that would mean I would need to give myself 5 back from somewhere. All right, so that counts for this. Whoops. That. So now I just have to figure out $30 to cover the Fairway purchase. So I'm going to empty out my variable envelopes to do that. Those are other things. So this is 15. And I do know, let me see if there's anything that I feel like I can make it. No. Okay. That's what I need to do. So 15 out of here. The other 15 will come from just, it'll just be accounted for as miscellaneous, and it'll be taken out of just right from our account into the, I'll just put it right on the card from the account. Actually, this came out of he used the debit card, so it'll just be covered with money that was in there. I think there's like $17 left of this paycheck budget, so it will actually be covered. But so 15 of that plus 4 plus 9 plus 45. So I should have $73 to finish this out. 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 66, 7, 8, 9, 71, 2, and 3. So I do have the right amount for that, noting that the other half of that purchase will be covered with the under our miscellaneous category, still in money still sitting in my checking account. So that does finish off our check-in for this week. So please like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment if you have questions or feedback, and until next time, guys, bye.